So we'll write a few more programs. Suppose I want to print alphabets, A to Z alphabets. How can we print? So capital A to capital Z alphabets I want to print. So let's see how to print that. So I'll just write a simple statement, write a program to print A to Z alphabets. So alphabets, what kind of data type? A to Z, A, B, C. What kind of data type? So, so character, right? Okay. Yeah, it's a character. So print A to Z using while. So Z alphabets. So first initialization is char C equal to single quotes here, while C less than or equal to Z. So just print C value. C plus slash T. And also we need to increment the C value. Increment C by 1. So C++. That's a slash. As I mentioned in the increment and decrement operator time, you can increment and decrement only numbers, integer numbers, and characters. No floating values, nothing, right? No strings. So only, that's why I'm incrementing. So how it will work, sir? So you're assigning this A plus 1. If you do, you will do B, that you're assigning to character. So you'll get a basically 65 plus 1, 67. 67 equal character is capital B. So again, B will check here. So like that, it will print. So let's call this, execute this. Basically, I'm bringing after the while loop cursor to next line. Because here we are printing in the same line, right? That's why. So WD obj dot print A to Z using while loop. Just execute this. Next, same kind of program. I want to print ASCII code from A to Z. So ASCII code of A and B till Z. I want to print. How to print ASCII codes. So next program, write a program. To print code from capital A to capital Z using while. So void print, basically default access modifier I'm using. Print capital A to capital Z using ASCII codes using while. So ASCII code means it's integer numbers of character. So just assign the codes. So you assign the character to integer. So obviously you will get a integer number for that character. So just simply int I equal to capital A. Then while I less than or equal to Z. So plus, so basically we have to print this and then increment the I value by 1. See, now you will get a, just call that WD is a dot print A to Z ASCII codes. So now you can see both A and B ASCII codes. You can see here. A ASCII code is 65, B is 66, C is 67, D is this one, and so on till Z 90. 90 is the ASCII code for Z. And let's see, any questions here? Okay. Let's see next program. So I want to print multiplication table. So multiplication table using while loop. How can we print? So let's do that. Write a program to print the multiplication table. So you give any multiplication table. Okay, so that means you have to give an input table number, you have to give as an input to the method. And that table number, it has to print for you. So what is the format? Just see that 2 multiplied by 1 equal to 2. So this format we need to bring. Just an example, I'm giving this. And this format, how can you bring? Just think. Okay. This is the one. See that? This is the table number. Right? This is the table number. And this is a fixed. So the fixed one. So this is not going to change. And 1, 2, 3, and so on. It is increasing, right? 2 multiplied by 4 equal to 8. So this is the 1, 2, 3. This is the changing. That means that's a variable. Okay, whatever the variable you are taking, that variable. And this is the unchanged portion. So how can you put unchanged portion? You know that. Okay. Next, let's see how to do that. Public void print multiplication table. So like this, you can write lot of int m. So m is the table number. So you have to give @param m. So the param is nothing but a parameter. That means you are giving input to this method. Just write. Started executing the multiplication table for that is m. Okay. See, first understand this. Okay, so the initialization you have to do. The initialization is int I equal to 1. Then while. So till 10 we want, right? So two tens. So that is I'm doing here. 2 tens. And now you need to print this directly. So let's print that in the print statement. Do the print statement. So let's bring this format. So here two place you replace with a table number, that is m. M after what is there? X. So this is the unchanged for no. So character. So unchanged portion means you have to join with plus and then put there. Then this I will join with so this 1, 2, 3. What is the variable you're referring? I. So put I. So then this till this part is done. Now this part and this part is left. Now this is the unchanged portion. Unchanged portion again join with a plus double quotes equal to and plus. So you have to write here. So what is that? M multiplied by I. So this is the output. Then just so increment the I value by 1. That's it. See whatever the table you give, that table it will print automatically. Dot print multiplication table. 5 table. So yes, it just prints the whatever the table number you give. It doesn't matter. Any table. Okay. So that's it. You give any, just change the table number. So that table number it will print for it. Yes. So this is the beauty of this program. Okay. I think so. Let me bring the cursor to next. Okay. I think it's printing in another. So I'll bring the cursor here also. Here we don't need because we already used the ln here. So this is fine. Okay. So next one is next program. I want to find the sum of n natural numbers. N natural numbers sum we need to find out. How can we find it? So let's do that. Write a program. Find the sum of n natural numbers. So here you have to give n as a input number. So whatever the input number you give, that input number, it's going to be so like 100, 200, 300, whatever the number you give, all those numbers you have to sum and it will return. So return type method you are writing. Okay. So it is a return type which returns. So it's a return type method. Public int get sum. So int n. Started executing the sum of n natural numbers. Okay. So what is the return type? Here integer. So n natural numbers means first you initialize, okay? Int n I equal to 1. While I less than or equal to n. So here, every time you have to sum it, right? Maybe initially you declared as some variable int sum equal to 0. So initially sum, we don't have anything. We are going to get the sum. So now you assign the sum value, sum equal to Okay. So you have to sum each, okay. First, initially your sum is 0. So each number you have to sum to the previous sum value. Previous sum value, you have to add the number. This is the number. Every time we are going to change, right? Number, I value. First I value 1. Until what you need to iterate? Until this number. Until this number you have to iterate. So that is, and then increment the I value by 1. I plus plus. So then return sum. This is the value. Okay. So take a simple, okay, n value, very light number you take. For example, 5 numbers sum you want. Take a very simple one, okay. You don't need to take 100 or something, or 10, whatever you want to take it. So I'll explain in detail how the code will execute here. So when you give 5, for example, n I'm giving 5. So assume that 5. So sum is 0, I equal to 1. Now it will come here and it checks I value 1 first time, 1 less than or equal to 5. So it's a true. So comes here. So it will calculate the sum value, sum equal to, so what is the current sum value? 0 plus what is I value? 1. So currently now sum value change it to 1. See, initially it was 0, now so first iteration time sum value becomes 1. Now here I value becomes I equal to 1 plus 1. It becomes 2. So now what will happen? So the body is over, right? Body is over means it will go to this condition. The condition is, so I value 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. It is true. So now true means it will come inside, right? It will come here. It will calculate sum equal to sum value 0 plus I value 2. So now it is, so sorry, here I sum is 1, right? Sum is 1 here. See that previous sum value 1. So 1 plus 2. So it becomes 3. Now here I value will increment 2 plus 1. It becomes 3. Now it will go here. It will check the condition. So 3 less than or equal to 5, true. And comes here. And sum equal to, it's a basically sum value. What is the sum value? 3. So put the 3 plus I value also 3. It becomes 6. Then here, so I value it becomes 3 plus 1. It's a 4. Now it will go up. And so I value 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. It's a true. Comes inside. So sum equal to, so currently sum value is 6 plus 4. It's a 10. Now it will become again, I value will change. 4 plus 1 equal to 5. And here, now I value 5. 5 less than or equal to 5. It's a true. Then just some value will change. Sum equal to, some value currently 10 plus I value 5. So now it will become 15. Now again, it will execute this one also, right? Again, I equal to 5 plus 1, 6. Again, so it will go to the condition again, 6 less than or equal to 5. 5 is, so now this becomes true True or false?
False.
False. So false means it will exit this and it will come here. Whatever the sum is there, the sum 15 will return to you. That's how it will execute. So this is the one program. I want to give one exercise for you. The exercise is, make a note this exercise, okay? Write a program to find the difference of even and odd number sum for a given number. So that's what you need to do. So basically, it's a similar kind, but a small change. You have to calculate separately the same method, even number sum and odd number sum separately you find out, and you subtract the even number sum with the odd number sum, and then the difference you return. So return the difference. Easy, right? So only change is here. So you have to take this sum as a two sums you have to take. One is even sum and odd sum. So both you declare 0, 0 initially. Then here put a condition. So put a condition if I modulo by 2 equal to 0, then write even sum equal to even sum plus I. Else odd sum equal to odd sum plus I. That's it. Then increment the I value. That's the only change. Entire code I have given. So just write that code and send it to me. Just you can share even in the WhatsApp also, in our group. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So the next program is, I want to find the factorial value. Okay. Let's find the factorial value. Any factorial value you need to find out. So write a program. So these are all programs you have to write. More programs, more logic will build in you. That's the simple. Write a program to find the factorial value of given n. Okay, given. See, what is a factorial value? What is n factorial value? N, so n multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 2, right? So like this, you will do, and so on till 1, right? So this is the n factorial value. So we need to calculate this. How can we do that? So simply write, it will return a value, get factorial value. Get factorial for the given n. So first declare started executing. N factorial value. int I equal to 1, int fact equal to 1, while similar kind of logic, I less than or equal to n. So then you write fact equal to fact multiplied by I. So then you increment the I value. So return the factorial. That's it. It's very simple. So let's call these two methods. So then you can understand how it is explained. OAWDOVZ dot get sum of 100 numbers sum I want. Basically, it's a return type method, right? How to call return type method? So data type sum val equal to object reference dot return type non-static method. So now you can print 100 numbers sum is sum val. See that 5050. Okay. So that's how you, but you can put it here. Same way. Here, instead of hard coding, I can just do what is the, see, automatically you'll get n natural numbers sum you're getting. You can change here 200 numbers. See that? You'll get the, you don't, manually if you want to calculate, it's not easy, but program will do very quickly for you. And next, factorial value, int fact val equal to WDOBZ dot get factorial 5. So 5 factorial value. Let's get the 5 factorial. So 5 factorial values. So fact val. C120. 5 factorial value 120, right? That's how we can calculate. Any factorial value you can calculate. So the last one in the while loop, I want to do a factorial value in a recursive mode. Recursive mode, you can do that. So public int get factorial by recursive. So what is recursive? So recursive is nothing but calling the method name itself in the body. That is called recursive. This method name itself you will reuse in the method body. So that's a recursive mode means. So for example, if n so n equal to 0, just return 1. Okay, n factorial 0. So 0 factorial is 1, right? So then otherwise return, so n multiplied by, so I'm following this formula. So just do this, just call this method. But you have to do here n minus 1. Just do the n minus 1. That's it. So it will recursive and you will get the factorial value. So let's call that recursive program. So int, so ftval equal to WDOBZ dot get factorial value by recursive. So I can give 6 factorial value. So you can give any factor. Okay, so I'm just giving, you can easily calculate. value is see that. I think it should be 720, right? 726 factorial. So you can calculate any, so easy. That's what the programming. Because it's all return type methods. See, 3 return type methods and void methods. Again, I'm covering void methods and return type methods, parameterized return type methods. So we are covering. So keep practicing, it will help you. And so now we'll join back and I'll write the do while loop programs. And so then we are good. We're completing a while loop and we'll start the for loop if that programs are done on time. Okay. Yeah. So let's join. Okay. So quickly we'll